Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Thursday, May 29th. We're going to break down all 5 of our games today, try to predict the outcome for every single one of them. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets today. The money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, drop the comments down below. I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate that. We're going to be going over every single game this season, every single day, so make sure to like and subscribe to follow along with us. And we also have all the other sports news going on. We just had the NFL draft, spring football, transfer portal stuff going on. Once the football season starts, we also do our predictions and our best bets for every game every single week as well. So make sure that you're liked and subscribed to the channel. But we only have 5 games today, and actually 2 of them is a set of doubleheaders. You know, when you have a doubleheader, crazy things can happen. Whatever happens the first game, it's probably going to be the complete opposite the second game. That's just the way that things work out. But we don't have that many games today, so this won't be a long video. But let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these matchups. And our first game that we have today is going to be on the MLB Network, and this is actually going to be game 1 of our doubleheader. This is the makeup game from yesterday. It's going to be at 1:05 p.m. It's an NL East on NL East matchup, and this is 2 really hot teams right now. We're going to have the 25 and 28 Atlanta Braves. Yes, there are 3 games under 500, but don't forget, this team started out 0-7 to start the season. Then they went on a tear, fought their way all the way back to 500. Now they're just under it, but they did just get their best hitter back. They did just get their best pitcher back. They've been playing a really solid baseball the last month. They'll be going up against the 35 and 19 Philadelphia Phillies, one of the hottest teams in baseball. So right now, first place in the NL East. They have one of the deepest lineups in baseball. And to me, when they're healthy, they do have the deepest starting rotation in baseball. Right now, the Phillies at home, 51.2% chance to win this game. The Braves, a 48.8% chance. The Phillies, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Philadelphia, they're minus 145. Atlanta is plus 120. One thing about Atlanta, when you look at this roster, an underperforming lineup so far, but with Acuna back, he's come back with a vengeance, hitting home runs. We know he has the speed. He's a top 3 overall player in baseball. They're averaging 4.1 runs per game, 246 average, 56 home runs, 33 steals. Pitching's really caught on the last 3 or 4 weeks. They're only giving up 3.71 runs per game. But when you look at Philly, their lineup is hot. Pitching staff's hot right now. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, 259 average. Yes, Bryce Harper got hurt the other day, but when you look at this lineup, as long as Bryce Harper is going to be fine long-term, once they get his bat going, you add in Schwarber with 18 home runs. They have Trey Turner hitting 305. Overall, the team's hitting 259, 4.9 runs a game, 58 home runs, 52 steals, extremely balanced on the offensive side, and they're only giving up 3.65 runs per game. This pitching staff and this bullpen is built for a playoff run down the stretch in August and September. Right now, looking at the pitching, you have A.J. Smith-Shawver right now going for the Braves, career 3.5 ERA, younger pitcher so far this season, right along with his career average, 3-2 record, a 3.67 ERA, 41.2 innings, 41 strikeouts, only 3 home runs given up in 8 games. That's pretty solid overall. He's going up against Christopher Sanchez for his career, a 3.6 ERA so far this season, 4-1 record, 3.17 ERA, 54 innings, 65 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. He's lining them up, shutting them down. The Braves bats are going to be hot here. Phillies are at home. The crazy thing about doubleheaders, though, is these games can test the bullpen. Give me the Phillies to win this one, but I'm seeing a very close game. They win it by 1 run. So Phillies win, but I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over just barely. And our next game is actually an under-the-radar, really competitive game. At 7:07 p.m., we have the 23 and 33 Athletics on the road here versus the 26 and 28 Toronto Blue Jays. Both of these teams trying to fight their way back to 500. Blue Jays are just 2 games under 500 here. They've almost fought their way back. They're in a very competitive division. Right now, Toronto at home, a 54.4% chance to win this one. The A's, a 45.6%. One thing you have to respect about the A's, though, they have a lot of power, and they hit a lot of home runs. If you allow them to get guys on base, they're going to drive in some runs. Toronto, a very underperforming offensive lineup so far, but when you look at this roster overall, they don't have a bad lineup. Varsho, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Bichette, Santander, Springer. There's a lot of bats here. They just have not been hitting so far this season, but if they ever turn it on at the same time, they're going to score runs in bunches. Right now, Toronto, they are 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Blue Jays are minus 150. The Athletics are plus 125. The A's come in right now. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game. .255 average. They have no issues getting guys on base. 69 home runs, that's top 10 in baseball. 27 steals, but pitching is awful so far this season, giving up 5.39 runs per game. That's bottom 6 in baseball. Right now, Toronto, 3.8 runs a game. They're much better than that. They got to get that number up. 244 average, 46 home runs. They also have to get that number up. They should be hovering around 60 to 65 right now. 32 steals, getting a 4.07 runs per game. And looking at our pitching for this game, you have Jacob Lowe is right now going for the Athletics. He's having a really good start to the season. Career about a 4.2 ERA so far this season. 0-2 record, 2.57 ERA, 14 innings, 17 strikeouts. The big thing about him, he has 8 walks so far, but it's a very small sample size. He's been pitching great this season, but it's only been 2 starts so far. And then for the Blue Jays, you have Jose Barrios going for his career a 4.08 ERA so far this season. 1-2 record, 4.22 ERA, so pretty close to his career average. 64 innings, 56 strikeouts. He's given up 26 walks, 61 home runs. He's putting guys on base here. That's kind of concerning, and he's given up 10 home runs in 10 games. He is giving up the long ball. You got to keep your eyes here because the Athletics, if you leave the ball out over the plate, they're going to have 3-4 home runs this game. But I'm going to go with Toronto game 1 here, winning this one at home, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And if you are able to watch this next game, you got to watch it. This is the game of the day. 2 big brands, but it's the pitching matchup that's going to make this game practically a pick-em to me. Right now at 6:45 p.m., we're going to have game 2 of our doubleheader between the Braves and the Phillies. Like I mentioned, game 1, these doubleheaders come down to bullpen depth. The bullpen's good to get stretched game 1. That means they're going to be really thin game 2. That's where you get into the unknowns. And right now, the Phillies, 51.2% chance to win this game. The Braves, a 48.8% chance. We already went over the team stats here. Braves are 25-28. The Phillies are 35-19. But this game, unlike game 1, the Braves are the Vegas favorites here. 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. Phillies are minus 125. The Braves are plus 105. But what makes this game so interesting is who's going to be on the mound for both of these teams. 2 extremely good career pitchers. This game, to me, it's practically a 50-50 pick-em. You can make a very strong case for either one of these teams to win this game. And what is the bullpen's going to look like by the time that we get to game 2? That's the unknown here. We already went over what the Braves have. They have Acuna back. They have Strider back. They're hot. They want to get back to 500. Phillies, though, one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. Stacked offensive lineup, a really good starting rotation, a really good bullpen. Looking at the starting pitching, you have Chris Sale, the reigning Cy Young winner, 2-3 record. Started out the season really bad, but the last, I'd say, 5 starts, he has been elite so far. A 3.36 ERA for his career, 3.05. He's one of the best strikeout pitchers in modern baseball. 61.2 innings, 78 strikeouts. He's lining them up, striking them down, and it's when he's done the last month. He's been unhittable. But for the Braves, as of right now, the Vegas front runner to win the National League Cy Young is Zach Wheeler. He will be on the mound right now for the Phillies. 6-1 record, a 2.42 ERA, 70.2 innings, 88 strikeouts. He's on pace to strike out just under 300 batters. Started out the season really rocky. He's also been unhittable the last month. This is one of those games you can make a case for either one of them. But I'm going to go the Phillies winning this game. I trust Zach Wheeler. I also trust Chris Sale, but Zach Wheeler, the better lineup, the better bullpen. Phillies win this one, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. And then our second to last game at 8:10 p.m., we have the 28-27 Tampa Bay Rays. They're now 1 game over 500. Props to them. They're in a very deep division. They'll be facing off first the 30-25 Houston Astros, now 5 games over 500. The Astros were hovering around 500 the entire season. Now they're on a bit of a run right now. They are a very experienced, veteran-laden team. The bats are starting to hit better once they get Alvarez back fully. That's going to be that spark to really light this team. And one thing that the Astros have been able to do consistently for the last decade, they have had elite starting pitching. But the Rays also have pretty good pitching this season. Right now, the Astros, 61.4% chance to win this game. The Rays, a 38.6% chance. Tampa Bay, they're going to be the Vegas favorites here. 1.5 run favorites here. And then you have the over under here is 8.5. The Astros are minus 120. The Rays are even right now. Looking at Tampa Bay, the bats have been pretty hot for the last week. They're averaging 4.1 runs overall per game. 245 average, 53 home runs, 76 steals. That is top 5 in baseball. This is a smaller market team. When you're a smaller market team, you have to play small ball successfully. Rays can do that. They get guys on base. They get aggressive stealing bases. They make sure to get runners in scoring position. And they're only giving up 3.58 runs per game. That is top 10 pitching in baseball. Right now, the Astros, though, 4.2 runs a game. .255 average, 54 home runs, 25 steals, giving up 3.37 runs per game. Practically dead even with the Rays here, but they are slightly better. They do have a top 6 overall pitching staff. Looking at our pitching for the day, you have Shane Baz going for the Rays, 4-3 record, a 4.94 ERA, 54.2 innings, 52 strikeouts, a lot of walks here, 22 walks, practically a walk every other inning. And then you have Ryan Gusto, he's a rookie here, going for the Astros, 3-2 record, a 4.58 ERA, 35.1 innings, 38 strikeouts. He's also given up a lot of walks, 16 walks, 38 hits in 35 innings. This is a game. I see why the Rays are favored. They're hot. I can see why you can go with the Astros. They are also hot right now. I'm going to go with the Astros pulling off the upset at home, going at the +1.5, but I'm going to go with the under this game. Lower scoring game, really good pitching. And our final game on the night on Fox Sports 1 at 9:40 p.m., the 24-30 Washington Nationals. Yes, they're 6 games under 500, but do not underestimate this team. Very scrappy team, a lot of very 1-2 run losses. They keep the game very close. When you keep it that close, you always have a shot in those late innings. They'll be facing off versus the 30-23 Seattle Mariners, who right now are first place in the AL West, an extremely balanced offense. They have power. They have speed, and pitching's been really good the last month. Right now, the Mariners, a 51.1% chance to win this game. Washington, a 48.9%, so practically a 50-50 split here with the fans. Right now, the Mariners are going to be the underdogs. You have the Nationals coming in here, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Washington, they're -110. Seattle is also -110. Those are pretty interesting numbers. Right now, Washington, the problem is not offense. The problem completely centers around pitching. They are bottom 10 in baseball. They give up a lot of runs on their own road. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 239 average, 53 home runs, 52 steals, pretty balanced on offense, but they are giving up 5.14 runs per game. You don't want to be going up like that versus a very stacked Mariners offense. Raleigh, Crawford, Rodriguez. Right now, the Mariners are averaging 4.7 runs a game, 239 average, 73 home runs. They are top 6 in baseball with power, 49 steals, and they're only giving up 3.64 runs per game. They've been pitching really good the last 3 to 4 weeks. Looking at our pitching, you have Mackenzie Gore right now going for the Nationals. Yes, the Nationals have awful pitching so far this season, but it is not Mackenzie Gore's fault. He's having an elite start to the season, 2-5 record, a 3.47 ERA. The problem with him is the bullpen. He might have the lead, but once he turns it over to the bullpen, they blow it. 62.1 innings, 93 strikeouts. He is one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball. Yes, he has 21 walks, but he's on pace now for almost 300 strikeouts this season. Crazy numbers. Then you have Emerson Hancock going right now for the Mariners. 2-2 record, a 5.95 ERA, 39.1 innings, 28 strikeouts. Looking at this matchup, you just have to trust that Mackenzie Gore has enough of a padding lead there to where even if the bullpen gives up some runs, he can still pull away with the win. I'm going to go with the Nationals winning this game. I'm going to go with them covering the spread. Gore finally gets a win. He's pitching good enough to at least be 3-5 right now, and we're going to go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions and our best bets for all of our baseball games we have coming up for Thursday, May 29th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, drop them below, and I will make sure to respond. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can click on the link, sign up. I would definitely appreciate it. And, of course, thank you for watching.